Yes, people. It's here again.
Yes.
Fine Friday's coming real quick, boy.
Yes.
This year moving faster than last year.
Faster than last year.
Big up Bird Team. Big up Calorie Counted Mafia. I know you guys see in the apparel. You know, so you deal with that according to suit. New topic, but a very serious one. And you know, as we want to welcome everybody.
Yes.
It's the first week in the year, man. First Friday in the year. Second Friday in the year. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Kenton. So, Burn Team family on the forefront. And you know, we're here with Real Talk Live on a Friday night. For them and those who are not aware, share this live and let other people be aware. Believe in physical fitness, mental fitness, emotional fitness, the holistic being. Most importantly, some of us, we forget the balance in life and we kind of off balance everything else. The mission for tonight, the topic at hand is:
Are you an asset or a liability?
Interesting topic, yes.
Very interesting.
Are you an asset or are you a liability? We will be getting into the explanations of these words, and you know us, we like to go into the word in detail.
Yes.
Yeah? Are you an asset? Are you a liability? Big up Asia Lion on the inside. And you know, as we just living, chilling, blessed night. You know,
Sharing.
we're gonna get into the meat of the matter sooner than later.
Yes.
So like and share the page. We have now Burn for 2021. If you looked at the page, you would see we have our masks, signature masks, because it's COVID, man.
Yes.
We got some new things coming up. We have a Calorie Counting Mafia jerseys and other things to come. So just, peep at the page and, you will see we have some new things coming up for you guys in 2021. So if you're now joining us, it's Burn Team. The topic for tonight, this segment is: are you an asset or a liability?
Yes, very, very important question as we start off the year, because oftentimes people only look at getting or taking from, and they don't think about giving back. So as we start off the year, it's a time of reflection. We're doing reflection early in the year. So like I said that, have a proper start then to the year and make sure that you're an asset and not a liability. Yes, we want to be assets, not liabilities.
Share that kind of soft nibble.
We started off nice and smooth. Yes?
I do start off nice and smooth. So are you asset? And in the time of COVID, you can't have too much liabilities around. So we need to be very mindful of such things. So we will be getting into the explanations of the words. As the team members fall in, we will be getting into the nitty-gritty of it all.
Yes, and don't forget, you can send a voice note on WhatsApp, or you can call in on WhatsApp.
So we do have the WhatsApp option available, where you can leave your comments, questions, queries and concerns via voice note, or you could call in and have your voice heard on the live itself.
Yes.
All crew and crew, big up yourself, Tero. I hope you're well rested for tomorrow. All the guys and girls who coming out tomorrow, prepare yourself.
Yes.
The Armageddon comes.
I'm hoping to survive.
Yeah. Much love.
Yes, so don't forget, call in. Let us know if you think you are an asset in your relationship. If you think really and
All
truly,
of a sudden become
I am
relationship.
a liability. Whether it's a friendship, whatever relationship you
You
have,
cannot jump in relation. You can be asset on your job. So people
whatever, whether it's work, play,
play.
pleasure, whatever it is, family, sister, brother, whoever. Yes, we're talking about assets and liability. You know, people, it's about cutting off, so make sure that you're an asset. And I'm just going to put the number in the comment section for you all so that you all can send your voice notes. We want to get the voice notes running tonight. Yes? Yes, Kenton.
Yeah, man. So Chica just off the blow again. But you mentioned relationships. But
Yes.
are you asset? Are you a liability?
Yes.
We will start to get into the nitty gritty explanations of the words asset and what is a liability.
All right. So an asset is a useful or valuable thing or person. Useful or valuable. Hear those words, right?
Useful or valuable
thing or person.
Right, so an asset can be a piece of property. An asset can be liquid cash set aside. An asset could be a good word of inspiration. An asset could be a helping hand when it's time to move heavy things. You wouldn't really need a weak person when you want to move the fridge. Sometimes strength is an asset very much lacking in society. Health is an asset.
Very much.
So when we speak about asset, we need to encompass the things that we tend to neglect. I know people would say money first on the agenda, but you know. So that's the basic explanation of what is an asset. In the comment section, feel free to place who are you? Are you an asset? Or are you a liability? And name how you're an asset. Back up what you're saying.
Yes, back it up. Yes. So you're talking about assets, useful, valuable thing or person. So are you a person who's of assets?
Right. So the definition of liability is what?
Oh, yes. So liability. Let's just say how different this liability thing is.
Opposite.
It ended up being so long, but break it down. Is anything that puts you, either the presence or behavior, that will put somebody at a disadvantage.
So a broken person is...
No, I know you say some people it's about financials, right? The first thing
a broken person is a liability.
Talk about is the money, right?
You see, COVID now, remember, if you buy a certain amount of grocery, and you have somebody in your house who is
clean it out,
that person is a liability.
A liability. Just checking, how things going these days.
So a liability is something that puts you under pressure. Not good pressure.
Not good pressure.
Right? And as we go through life, even in 2021, we need to measure the things, as we say, persons, as we say, or even hobbies that we may have that may be a liability. Some of us have habits that are a liability to us and our families or persons close to us. Pick up Janelle. I find it long, eh?
She's early.
You were supposed to be
time. She is early.
On the button. I want it on the door. Right? So generally the topic is, are you an asset or are you a liability? So place in the comment section or send a voice note. Where do you lie in such the category where are you an asset or are you a liability? And you can feel free to state how.
Yes.
Right? So Chika would give us the recap on what is an asset briefly.
Right. So an asset is a useful or valuable thing or person.
Right.
While a liability is a person's presence or behavior that may put you at a disadvantage.
Oh.
Yeah.
And right. So technically the opposite.
Yeah. Opposites. It puts in one it getting an advantage, the next one is a disadvantage.
So as I said before, a liability can be in a form of a person. It can be in a form of a bad habit. Let's say smoking, that's a bad habit.
Drinking alcohol.
Abusing alcohol.
Yeah, but
Because
abusing
Chinese kind of casual drinking.
Yes.
Right? Abuse of
Abusing,
alcohol.
yes, abusing.
Right? So there are hobbies that we have that
And
could
gambling.
be gambling is a behavior that can cause it to be a liability to your family and to yourself. I know we want to jump on the persons, so feel free. Do you know one person in your life who is a liability? Please in the comment section. Yes or no?
Hey.
Do you know at least one person who in your present circle that is a liability? Let's be honest, right? The topic is asset or liability.
Yes.
Right, so Chica will touch a point and then we will dissect the point and be devil's advocate and we will move on amicably as we proceed to give you what you need. Burn Team family.
So we know we have different aspects of life. We have the emotional, we have the physical, we have the financial, emotional, and mental. Right? But I ain't going depth. And so we will start off with the emotional side of things.
You know when a woman do research is here. Big up Rihanna Richardson, blessed love.
Good night, Rihanna. Good night, Rondell. We have some of our young people on the live.
Most of our young people, some who we train and some who we teach.
Yes.
So it's good to have them on board as well on the inside.
Yes. Right, so we're going to touch on the emotional side of things.
And you all will have online aerobics coming up for school, so be aware. We're not playing. Right, straight on.
Yeah, so assets. So emotional. When you think about your emotional well-being, you're thinking of where it is you have, happiness, a sense of peace. And sometimes persons don't bring that into your life. Some persons, they may find that they always have a negative energy, one negative vibe. Right? So you have to weigh and measure whether it is a person bringing an emotional asset and can they allow you to have emotional stability or be comfortable that if you see them make it have a smile, think about them and put a smile on your face.
Message board.
Yes, so we're going to the message board. We have Janelle saying, I'm an asset. I provide for my family all the way. And when it is we talk about providing, Janelle, go in some more detail, send a voice note. What do you provide?
Big up yourself, Miss Bartholomew on the inside. Question being in the comment section. 2 questions. 3. 1, are you asset or liability? 2 things in one. And the second one, which is the third one, would be, do you know of any person in your personal circle, whether it be a family member or friend, who is a liability in 2021? Start the back end.
Yes. Right. Provision. Do you provide emotional stability? Do you provide financial stability? Sometimes some persons, they may not have money, but they actually have a place that you can stay as a form of shelter.
So we on emotional.
So we are on emotional, right? Stability, emotional aspect where persons bring peace into your life and that negative energy or everything is negative. You don't want that, right? Liabilities now. When it is you have somebody who emotionally drains you,
I ain't get a chance to talk about emotional. She can just go from emotional asset and liabilities. No, I see that.
Alright, go ahead.
I understand. She can rush the life.
I'm not rushing the life. I was talking in West Devil's Advocate, so when I'm coming
so
and say
emotional
no.
and an emotional asset, is the one you could turn to You know what I mean? When the thing real bad, I think an emotional asset in the form of a person is a very important person in your life. So I think she skim over that, like if she skim over it. Yeah? So the person, that one, it doesn't really have five. I know nobody who have a whole plethora of people they could turn to in times when it's real hard. So our emotional asset is the only person, might be a bestie, might be a sister but of a different mother, right? And that person who is that emotional asset is a person you will always call when the thing real bad. You have nobody to turn to, and that person, you can't really lose that person. That to me is what an asset is. An asset is something that you cannot think of losing.
Valuable.
More than valuable, because in the end,
invaluable.
Yes, invaluable. It's more than just a valuable. You can have valuables, you can have a ring that value.
It's invaluable.
A nice car,
that
have value, wherever it's valuable. But that person, you can't put a price on them. Right? So having in the comment section, feel free to please, if you have.
Sonali is saying she is a real asset. Someone always need me. Simple as that.
Well, that is good. Need is a very strong word. We were speaking about need today. Me and the guys from the Hunters Association was discussing the word need, and females using need a lot. Yes? So again, if that person is in need, then they are very invaluable once they're providing that type of service, I would say. Being an emotional asset is a service. Chica is an emotional asset to some of the students at the center, because they come to her with things that they would not come to a normal instructor with, whether it be personal, personal situations. Parents as well utilize the services of this little one here, right? Because that is an important role in society. We're not even talking life. Sometimes people go to the pastor, some people go to the pundit, some people go to the imam.
Yeah.
But it's not a religious connotation, it is a pillar.
Yeah.
That is why I say she came over. I totally understand why, right? Because that emotional pillar, is the person that will help you through that hard situation.
Good night, Josanne Raymond, and we have a voice note tonight.
Is this? Yes, sir?
I don't know. It's Sergio Shanaka, down in Macaulay, and you're watching Real Talk Live.
Oh my God.
All big up on yourself, Lion and Chica J. You don't know. Now watching all there.
It's been a long time. So long, me see ya. Yeah. Miss Raymond, big up yourself.
Yes, and she's reminding us that she is in England.
So Miss Raymond sent us the voice note. So you're before Abby, really and truly Abby is the original England from Burn Team family.
Yeah.
So Miss Raymond is here.
Yeah.
So England Burn Team section is on the inside. And please in the comment section, are you an asset? Or are you a liability? State.
Right.
Comment section.
So we have Jenison, and I also have an asset in my life as well. My childhood bestie, Danelle PA. So we having a big up to Danelle PA, who is her
because
bestie,
it will be the person who know you the
asset.
best, who know your bad ways, your off ways.
Good night, Miss Olufemi.
Miss Olufemi. I hope you rest, because we're training in the morning,
Yes,
I hope you're ready for in the morning, Miss Olufemi. Miss Olufemi is the young lady. If you look at some of the lives, you'll be seeing her on the lives.
Tall
female, with all this spunk. She always posing like this. Right? We're training in the morning, so get rest, huh? Yeah, man. So, emotional asset. Very, very important in society. Very important in your life. You know, people talk about their school besties.
Yeah.
And it's very, very important.
Yeah.
That will be a social worker, maybe a holy person, somebody who represents a religious body. Half the time, that's the kind of people who hold that position when coming to benefit in society.
And a real trusted, loyal friend.
No, you can't trust some of them, eh? It better
No, you
you talk
can't. Yeah, somebody that you really
they
don't
carry a
even know.
business all about it.
Yeah.
How much people can testify to that place in the comment section? So the flip side, as Shika would say, of that type of person would be a liability.
Yeah. And as Lion just mentioned, it might talk to the person, they might think, okay, I am being able to express myself, you know, getting to express my emotions, say how I'm feeling, and be at a better place.
Yeah.
You know, after that vent. Because sometimes when I vent to Lion, I'll be like, hey,
I am not the person, people again, I
vent.
don't,
yeah.
I am not open to that style. That is Chica section. So if you all
But I
feeling,
vent to myself, right? Then they'll say I'm mad.
if you all feeling to have a word, the WhatsApp button is there on Basic Unconventional Raw Nutrition page aside from the chatter. You can even talk to a certified counselor, not me. I don't have the patience. Right, so the flip side of that is
Yes. But I was just saying, the people who just turn around and go back and it end up becoming a unstable environment.
a
They
lot
really
of us
don't want
have
that.
gone through liabilities emotionally because when we turn to somebody thinking that they would
Help.
be confidential,
Yeah, and
they
listen.
go carry the news. But I don't tell nobody
All about.
because
Yeah.
right. But I mean, a lot of us have gone through. You even turn to them and they carry their business. It's like they know your business more than you. So that would dampen on your emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have where persons they may always be judgmental or criticize or you know they're always down on it's always something negative they have to say about you. And that too can affect your emotional health as well. So you don't want those type of people, persons in your lives that always, you know, speak down at you, speak negative things, even speak negative into your life. You don't want that. That takes an emotional toll. Yeah. So we
Comment
have-
section.
Comment. So we have Makeda saying, I have some day one friends. 5 of us remain connected since 2002.
Yeah, plenty, boy. I ain't that 5, no? That 5 is plenty, boy.
Yeah, plenty.
Yeah, excess there. Right. Yeah, so I mean, we have all gone through people who have, you know, emotionally put us. It's really a liability.
Yeah.
But there are some people who affect our emotions from a different angle. They come to work and they just suck all the energy out of you.
All. They are walking.
Parasites.
Yeah.
Right? So there are people, you know, in their life that, you know, they just are wrong. And as Chika would say, the vibration and the energy is not where it's supposed to be. And it affects you indirectly. So we call that indirect liabilities. So we do have indirect liabilities in our life. We're not really connected to them, but maybe we work with them.
Yes.
We come into contact with them. Maybe it's a strange taxi driver who you're trying to duck.
Yeah.
And that taxi
I just
driver
want to
always-
say, try to avoid them at all
Yeah.
costs. You
Right.
see them from a distance.
It could be a sales clerk, you're going to make a purchase. And poor
Or you
customer
want a
relations.
grocery,
Yeah.
you're looking to find an next cash out to go buy.
You're going by TSTT to pay the bill, or you're going by T&Tech.
And you're hoping you end up by that cash.
Or you're going to
But I-
read your license, or you're going by the passport office. We're talking about indirect
Yes.
liabilities.
Yes.
Yeah? And indirect liabilities affect us on work. You know, when we go to make purchases, you're shopping. We didn't expect. You ever go to say, I never expect to run into this cross.
So you're gonna, hey, look who's here. Aitoro.
Big up yourself, Ayatur.
So you're gonna play a voice note.
Good night, real talk, guys. Big up yourself, Jizan from England.
Big up yourself. She said, from England.
Much
Oh, they
love.
really had this kind of England. Oh my God. It doesn't escape you guys. Yeah. So, that's how the system said.
Right. So
Big
we
up
have,
yourself.
well, Makita is saying avoid negativity. That's good.
You have CC.
We have Sissy Lampkin. She
Big
is
up
saying,
Sissy.
"Ooh, Sissy, you needed to send a voice note."
CC.
She said, I'm definitely an asset. I have my own and provide for my family financially, mentally, and emotionally. I'm always there to support my friends and co-workers. Even if they may need spiritual guidance, I'm known as the counselor.
Papayo.
I'm emotionally
I ain't known as
there
that.
for my students as well. They come to me with some personal issues for guidance.
I ain't known as no counselor.
And the person that is an asset in my life is my mom. She is my superwoman.
I known as the blunt object. I see 2x4 sit over the head to wake you up from the sleep. You know, say, die me. She guys, you want to say, don't worry. Tell me how you feel about that.
Yes. So much love to your mom. Much
Big
love
up,
to you.
Cece.
Big up yourself.
Feel free to share the live and use the WhatsApp option for these long,
Yes.
in-depth vibrations.
Yes.
Ayatoro day.
Ayatoro, we
let me
waiting
see.
for your voice notes.
Ayatoro, you come and training since about 2 years now. Big up yourself, Ayatoro. We are the front line. I do it rough it this in the morning if you're feeling up to the challenge. It's burn team, man. Make sure and like the page.
Yes. Like, share.
Shika will put
Invite.
the link for the YouTube. We are on YouTube as well, so for the people now coming on, you can subscribe to the page.
Yes.
We have some content there and we have content on the Facebook.
Hit the notification bell so when we post things, you will get it.
Moving on.
Alright, next. I want to go to physical liabilities and assets. Yes, physical. We're talking about the body. And remember we talked about health earlier on. So we want to talk about the physical. What should I disappear? Right? She have a nice,
Shika.
yes, a nice experience that she could share when it comes to physical. Anyway, so when it comes to physical, you want to be somebody who will be able to fit. Like I spoke about strength earlier on. You may need somebody who is able to help you move a load. You understand? And
no, I am not there to move any load anywhere.
with something high on top now. I'm just throwing it in.
Yes,
Sissy.
we just be there every weekend. Saturday and Sunday we at Raw Fitness at 7.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
Yeah. So, yes. So some persons, they actually hold you back physically. While it is you may try to go forward in life in terms of physical, fitness, in terms of making sure that you're living a healthy lifestyle. It have some persons be like, nah, what it is you doing that for? But you have a goal. And all they do is bring things in your space to try to, hinder you from achieving those goals.
So, me being devil's advocate, as I have always been since the born of time. So you have a spouse that, you're trying to lose some weight, you're trying to get in shape, you're trying to be healthy, and you have a spouse, a husband or a wife that is not supportive and is giving you hell. Time to go in the gym is a problem, that's something to do. Time is they're eating right, they're bringing rubbish. What is your suggestion for that couple? She's a counselor. So again, this is not me. Do not call me people for marital. This is Chika J's profession. Keyword. Just letting you know. So I asking the counselor, I am pretending to be a client. My wife is, I'm overweight. I've embarked on a weight loss journey. I've embarked on trying to, be fit. And my wife, not supportive at all. What would be your counsel to that male or female? Let's say it's a female as well. What would be your counsel for that individual, because maybe they try to get them involved and they're not really responsive, but they're trying to get healthy for themselves. What is your professional counsel?
All right. So, firstly, I will, speak to have an individual session with the person who is bringing.
Big up the cavities.
Yes, we have Moses.
Big up
Good
Moses,
night.
man. Much love. Big up Moses on the inside.
Yes, Happy New Year to you too.
Happy New Year.
And we have Jizan saying that she lives a healthy lifestyle. And she said, my husband is very supportive when it comes to health. Yes. So, first thing first, I was saying
Look
that...
at how her face gets, as I said, professional opinion, and she gets into the mood. Just look at her face, people. Oh, God, Lord.
Right. As I was saying,
You
first
can't
thing
stop
first, you will find out, from the person, what are their goals. You get an idea of who the person is. And then you'll find out how long they were in a relationship with this person.
They're married 7 years.
How you know somebody?
I just saying.
Married 7 years. They married 7 years. Right? So, definitely you're going to have a session with both of them. Not separately. You need to have it with both of them so you could find out from the other person what is the reason from them not being supportive.
So now,
And
this is my question to the... I just asking people, me. I just ask a lot of questions because this world. So I say to the gentleman says to his wife, or the wife says to the husband, we have to go and sit down with a counselor for you to understand that I need to be healthy.
no, we're just going to have a normal discussion.
Because to me, no, remember, this is the blunt object. Do not pay me any mind if you find a blunt. This is the counselor. I am the blunt object. This is my question now to this counselor. I call you because I try and I fail. So now I had to bring my wife to a counselor for she to ask the same question I asked her together. You know she gonna tell me how much I paid for this session?
Free.
Everything is not free by Chica, people. That is not coming up.
No, but in reality, though, there are some persons who may be in a life and they may be an asset in one aspect and not the other aspect.
Yeah.
And you may have to explain that to the person. So the person may not be an asset in terms of you trying for you to reach your physical goals, your health and fitness, but they may be there as emotional and they may be there as a financial, assets in your life. Right? So it will take that not everybody is going to be supportive of you in all areas of your life.
And I would say that. To me, I put health at the top of the list, above money, above all things. And we, as a people, as I was telling Chica today, we have been brought up. Everything we try to do is to be comfortable. We increase our education to be comfortable so that we will have more money to be comfortable so we can live in a more comfortable house, we can drive a more comfortable car. Everything we have been taught is to be comfortable. And being healthy is uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable.
Because you would have to do things outside of the norm. You would have to eat things that you're not accustomed eating. You would have to train and feel sore. You would have to go through all the mental stresses and strains and pains and aches. And the thing is, we have been conditioned so much in trying everything in our power to be comfortable. Vacation, comfort. Everything is comfort for your comfort. They sell products based upon your comfort. Microwave popcorn, your comfort. Everything we do, minute rice, everything is geared around us being comfortable and being healthy. Making a conscious effort to be healthy puts you in an uncomfortable position. Putting that weight on that rack is an uncomfortable position. Going for the jog, going for the walk, going for the run, and you had to do that 3 times for the week, it becomes a stress too. Even though some people might find it's a release, it is a stress message board, man.
Good night, Helen Johnson. And we have Jizan agreeing with us when we speak about persons being assets in some areas and not all areas of your life.
So to me, I would put health at the top of the list. As we get younger, I think that health holds more keys than the dollar. Because think about it this way, you're making all this money and then all the money going back by the doctor.
Exactly.
That is just the reality.
Sometimes when it is unhealthy, you can't even make $1.
Yeah.
You know? So you may have wondered why I'm laughing. Yes.
Ayatoro.
Ayatoro said, and then we have to deal with the devil after up the hill. Yeah?
Right? So Ayatoro has could attest to how we do things, even if we're going for a walk. The walk is normal. And so it is uncomfortable. And because we are conditioned to try to be comfortable, it don't work well. Chika has embarked on a weight loss program. Yeah, she did not need to lose no weight. This is cosmetic, right? So, you know, she want to see the abs and things. So she is going through literally. This is her first time, I must commend her, that she has actually going through a 16-week program. And she's at week 8. And she is now understanding, because sometimes you need to go through something.
Week 9, people. Week 9.
Papa, yo. Week 9. Right? You need to go through something, and then you understand. Because you see, sometimes the lip service don't really hold the candle. When you go through it and you do it and you see the stress, big up, Candice, can.
Right, so we have
Tobago on the inside?
Tobago on the inside, and we have
Tobago, England, and Chile.
Right, but I was going to say that Janelle Pierre is on the live. Janelle's friend, Bestie, is on the live.
So Janelle Bestie, which is Janelle, big up yourself. Your name was called as that pillar of emotional strength.
Yes.
That is a big call.
Yes, as an asset.
So the question I pose to the counselor by profession is that you have a spouse, whether it be male or female in the relationship, and one of them trying to get healthy. And as Chika said, you could be an asset in one area and a liability the next in someone's life. So we asked if the spouse is giving them problems, what would be the best bet? And I would say, being the blonde instrument, Chika gave that she would call them in, you know. Come in. Let's talk. Right? It is, if you can afford it, Chika said free. If 100 people, if 100 couples come, it's not for free people. I'm saying that right now. Right? So that free talk.
No, but it depends on where you go. I'm just saying.
What I'm saying to you is that something as simple as me, as your husband. Let me just say I am, you know, the husband. And I am telling my wife, who's supposed to love me, baby, here what's going on. I went by my doctor, he tell me I had to lose some weight, you know, high blood pressure. I need to get myself in a little order. I need to cut out this, cut out that. I know you're cooking for the house, but when coming to me, you know, I have to make some drastic changes for my health, being your husband. If I had to carry you to a counselor to explain that, I call him a lawyer. You know?
Because that means the person doesn't care.
I call him a lawyer.
You see, that the person doesn't care about you. And if it is somebody does care, they really care about you. They want you to live a longer, healthier life.
Tell me,
so that you will have more time to spend together, not die.
In reality, think about this. Why would I want my wife unhealthy?
Exactly.
If I am your husband or your boyfriend or wherever I am, the side chick, whatever it is, the others call it, right? That's why I call myself a blunt instrument, because if I am telling you as my spouse that, you know, I check my doctor, I need to take certain things seriously and I need you to help me because we are accustomed eating rubbish and I need to eat less rubbish. You could buy the things for the children, whatever, but when coming to me, I need to tighten up on certain things. And I had to go back to a counselor for you to understand that. I paid my lawyer instead of the counselor. So ladies, take note.
Ladies, gents, whichever way it goes.
I paid my lawyer before the counselor because it is me trying to be healthy for you. Who benefiting from me being healthy?
Well, you and the
when you lie down and they'll pass in your hand. You have a nice little body to touch. Or like part of the thing, your girlfriend saying, oh, your husband looking good. What about the echo? Let me get the thing correct, you know what I mean? So to me, it should be a husband and wife kind of vibration.
Yes.
I would like it to be so, but it's not so all the time.
No, it isn't. It isn't.
So that would be an emotional liability. That would be hard to deal with. It's
both
easy.
Emotional and physical.
Look,
Celeste.
so we have two Tobago in the house.
Yes.
Celeste, somebody from Tobago beat you to the punch. Candice beat you. So we have Tobago. Yeah, Trinidad and we have not Canada, we have England in the house. Message board, Ayatoro
We
said
have
a voice note.
Ayatoro say, okay, so when it is you start to cook healthy for your husband, and then he said, nah, I can't eat them things. What to do?
Right, now I have to remember, as I said before, if I, oh Lord, feel better, girl. Oh Lord, so that's the feeling good.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we coming to go to chair up in a little while. Right, here we stated. You don't wake up, are you an asset or a liability? Put it in the comment section, Celeste. Nice. So to me, if I am living a certain kind of, as I said before, I'm not changing what's going on there, I am changing me. So you can't force the man to eat broccoli and carrots and steamed fish. If that is not the road he going on. But if you are taking your health into consideration, you need to make some changes in your lifestyle. You, Ayatoro. You'd rather impose it on him and the children. If he chooses to take a bite now and again, he might. But remember, if you have a business to run, if you are trying to see both, if you have money to make, you have to be healthy, you know. Because it's always you have to be working. It's the same stress. To make that money, people, for that nice life, you have to have strength and energy. Yeah, and you don't want to compromise your health. The money you would, trust me, the money you would spend in poor health, that money you make in that business going to be done.
Right, real quick.
I'm telling
I
you.
want to know where it go.
So let me don't put the dollar first, let me put the health first. So emotional liabilities is what we covered based on the spouse. It would be
And
a bit
physical as
challenging.
well.
So what would happen me personally, other than me calling the lawyer, I would pull myself to get where I need to be. Because that is my spouse. I is going to work for the place, but I mean, I would do what I need to do because at the end of the day, I am responsible for my health. If something happened to me, the doctor is going to say, you, not your wife, not your children, not the relationship. Yeah.
And we have Mrs. McCalman saying, what about a man who always stressing you out?
That is an emotional liability. And Shanaka, stress is a killer. Stress, I always tell people, stress is like a loaded gun. You know?
Yeah.
Stress does everything wrong to your body. You might get away taking a little drink. I know she gonna laugh for that. Shanaka girl, you get away taking a little drink, right? Than stress. So if you had to choose, take the drink or the stress. I tell you that because stress will destroy every single part of you. And you will go to the hospital and they will know what's wrong with you.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Right? And stress is a killer. Stress is a killer. Right? So, I mean, if you're in a relationship, you have to find a way to de-stress. If it's something you can't help, find a way to de-stress. We go to the gym. She can do like that, the kind of stress. But I go to the gym to de-stress. Maybe you need to take a walk, go by the beach, something that is relax you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Something that is, yeah. But don't drink too much. Don't turn to the drink as a crutch. Right? So find something healthy to do that de-stresses you. Listen to nice soothing music. Long time when I could take my sweat, I used to pour a little Mozart.
But that will for everybody.
Because of the strings, it calm you. You know, that kind of thing.
Right, so we have Denel.
Big up yourself, Denel Pierre.
Both parties need to compromise on eating healthy for the family as a whole. And we have Silas saying the herbs.
Celeste, what you do? A bad vibe or local or press? Anyway, local, talk to me. You have something in Chile here, I'm Gil. Right, so Denel was saying,
yeah, both parties need to
Gil,
compromise.
you are telling you, I have some soldiers, you know, and some females that they gain plenty pressure with it, you know. And I'm talking about me. I was in a relationship before, and I was overweight. Nobody does believe this, yeah. And when I decided to change, the person who I was with didn't want it at all. It was an argument every single day. It was an argument for food. It was an argument for training. It was a literal argument, and I had to leave. I wasn't married. I just had to leave that relationship because the person wanted me to stay overweight. And I was obese. She can smile.
Yeah,
Right?
some people, I mean, it is important to, be supportive.
Yeah.
Be supportive.
But I know that it would be nice to say, but if you're in a situation where that is what it is, you are holding yourself and you get to where you need to get, because you go be lying on that bed.
Exactly.
And I ain't lying on no bed for nobody.
Exactly.
Right? So if you don't like it, better sleep next day. And I come in and telling you I love you, baby, I kiss you there every day. Because I had to love me before I love you. So if you want me to love you, I had to love me.
Exactly.
I can't for better or for worse. And I worse.
Sickness and in health.
In sickness, and I put in sickness on you. Why would I do that? Right? So moving on.
Right, so we covered emotional and physical. So let's say think about your damn self.
That's what I did. I had time with them. I deal with my thing. And I sweet. Ish.
Alright.
I want you a little bit cheeks for your thing. Yeah. Right.
We go into
Social?
mental. Mental.
Chica will touch on that because
So
again.
when we talk about the mental, some people say, I love an intelligent woman or man, whatever. But people doesn't understand what intellect is. But you want somebody who will be able to have you thinking, have you learning.
I don't think every woman wants that.
Well, not every woman.
I wouldn't think so.
No, but you want that you have some kind of stimulation. I mean, you don't want or somebody who will be able to help you go forward. If it is you have a goal, whatever your goal is in educate, whatever it is, they support. If it's a skill, it doesn't matter,
So after we complete this
support.
one, I'm going to be devil's advocate that way. I like to make things wild and frisky.
Go ahead.
So anybody have any sexual assets?
Yes.
I jumped it on one time. Because people just say, I have heard people say, it helps with the mental, I don't know.
Well, yeah. But
I have heard
mental
people
is
say,
intellect, it helps with the emotional then.
Mental too. Like mental stress. Like how we girl here saying she under stress. A good sexual asset. Ladies, tell me if I'm wrong. Will I put some heart in this thing? Or let tell me if I'm wrong or right. So we on mental asset and liability, right? So Chica was saying somebody who can stimulate your mental, which is good. I tell Chica, well, the majority of women or some women, me.
Everybody laughing.
Me.
Then I'll say true support.
Right? Me. Right? But generally.
Like tourists looking what's happening.
Right? Generally, in times of stress with ladies and men, a sexual asset holds better than a mental stimulus.
Good night, Patricia.
Big up yourself, Patricia. Long time I see you, girl. Right? So, Chica, what is your thoughts? Because you're getting stimulated mentally. I mean, how you thinking, learning, good. But there are parts of the mind that Shanaka says under stress. And one of the biggest stress relievers, to me, when couples fall out, right? When couples fall out, what is the thing that has bring it back together? I don't know. It don't mental stimulus. I just saying, I don't know if that's something else. And sometimes people are in relationships with people who stimulate them sexually, and they stay there because that strong connection, when that stress comes, they know, well, all right, they make up sex. And that help with their mental. Sometimes it are people that say they forget what they was arguing about after. What was the argument was about? And they were like, what was going on about? I am sure people can attest to that. I ain't trying to wily thing. I'm just saying, in real talk, in the reality of the thing. Sometimes you fall out with the significant for how sometimes the argument going on for weeks. I vex. I could attest to that. I vex with the I'm mad. Whole week I'm mad. And then after, you ask yourself, is I vex again? I mean, a lot of people could attest to that. They go to the message. Running
So
away.
we have Scylla saying, yes, a good dark chocolate session does be very stress relieving.
If you like this PHP, you see, because I'm the blunt object, so you're getting social and correct, and you're getting the blunt object. I am blunt with the things because we need to be upfront, even when embarking on any kind of relationship. Right? Even when embarking on any type of relations, in reality, if that person is not an asset sexually, when the stresses of the relationship comes in, knowing all of us agreeing that this assists with getting over the hurdle. I think it have a couple that say they make up sex that if you and that make up sex ain't good, then the relationship just dwindle away after. I just being real. I don't know if somebody there, I don't know, but I be just talking about reality. And sometimes that being an asset, most of the times, does ease all the other stresses. Maybe, I don't know.
But we have Chinaka saying sometimes, we have Denel saying most of the times.
Yeah, most of the time, because let me say I have a bad fight. How it does end up to get back correct? We don't go by the counselor. And I just say it. When the fight bad, and the fight reach the climax, and we done quarrel and say all the bad things we had to say to one another, and we done lie to ourselves and say we love you and say all kind of things and lie and say whatever, right? How the relationship does rekindle itself. So fellas or ladies, so this is my suggestion to the spouses who get in problems with getting a healthy lifestyle on track with the husband or the wife. Before you go in the gym, handle your wife. The day before or 2 days before. The mister, you know you're going and take your sweat, he going and grumble. Handle him up nice before the session. Remind him in the ears, he might forget. But hey, when you're going in the grocery, make sure and pick up, don't forget go to the market and pick up the broccoli and things from there. Right, baby? You know how we running. I go put that one side for myself. Alright, darling. No, seriously. Moving on.
Yes, we see Ayatoro saying, when the fight bad, after it's down in the meat.
That's what it is. I just saying what it is, you know. Right? That's what it is. So, if we know our human vibes after for conflict resolution, because we don't really communicate well, sadly, in our relationships, we don't do well with communication. So, an asset to assist with conflict resolution, you hear how nice I'm speaking about this. An asset, counselor.
Conflict resolution.
Conflict resolution.
Yeah.
Me. Right? Because of the vibration that happens when you release and your endorphins are now released in the brain and your vibes is now plateaued. You are now subjective to understanding as opposed to being pent up, closed up and angry. Because when we angry, we just be very selfish. Right? When we angry, we just be extremely selfish. When we release and we calm, we just be more entertaining. Yeah?
Good night.
Shamil on the inside. They burn team meals, they the hand behind. This might be the only woman, Shamil and Junior, may be the only two people who have cooked for me the most for the year, last year and the year before. The last year.
Last year.
For the whole of 2021, Shamil and Junior cooked for me more than any person for the year. That is burn team meals, people. They got burn team meals. We have our meals delivered when we want to keep the body right.
Yes. And we hope that you give us an appearance on Sunday.
Still in fitness center. We gotta come and check in fitness center in Astral class. The Astral class then? Anyway.
Yes.
Mental, physical, and now we on my kind of conversation.
Financial. And that is also Mrs. McCalman kind of thing too.
Die by section.
Money, money, money.
Mrs. McCalman, feel free to let them know that money answers a lot of questions in this world. Yes, if you know, come on the live, much love. This is Burn Team Family. Hit that share button, that like
I
button.
am seeing Charmaine on the live.
Big up yourself. I send Charmaine a personal invitation.
The night stranger.
Big up yourself. So the topic for today, if you're late, because whoever here now late,
Yes.
are you an asset or a liability? Place it in the comment section. We were talking about spouses that are not accommodative when a spouse is trying to better their health.
Yeah.
You know? So it's nice that the ladies and, most of them agree that the woman's supposed to be accommodative, which I am very pleased to hear.
Yeah.
And I also shared that I was in a relationship where the young lady was not accommodative with what I was doing. And you know what, she, as Celeste would say, pain and sorrow. Yeah? So we on financial assets. Chica, take it away.
Assets. So you know to have some.
Shanaka, call in and you take this part of the session. Call in, Ellery, with the finance.
Yes.
Minister of Finance, Shanaka. Call in, Patient Minister of Finance, Shanaka, Mrs. McAlbert, to the live.
So, when you hear financial,
I want to hear
you
now.
hear money.
That's right, I talk
It
in my
have
language.
who like to invest. It have who like to just spend, just spend. And it have who might say, well, they don't really like to save. And then it have the ones who they say stingy. They say well, they're stingy, right? And it have, because what happens is that, as we mentioned earlier, some bad habits such as gambling can become a financial liability
Right.
in a home, because when they gamble, when they have a bad habit, sometimes they're abusing alcohol. So of course you're going to spend out. It have men who would, sometimes even women, when they get paid, all they do is go and spend it on the alcohol.
And swipe the card.
Yeah,
Swipe the visa.
yeah.
The MasterCard.
It have persons who are what they might call shopaholics, and they like to shop. They can't hold themselves back. They over shop. What is called?
You know the majority of these people we're talking about is females, right?
Yeah. In terms of the shopping aspect.
Shopping are you talking
The
about?
shopping, yes. The shopping is
You don't really hear a man shopping everybody. Like, yeah, I see her bag.
shopping.
I see her, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Big
Right,
up
so
yourself.
we have Ajay from Tobago, so another Tobago is in the house.
So we have Candice Khan from Tobago, we have Ajay from Tobago, big up yourself, and we have Celeste from Tobago, Tobago on the inside. We have England on the inside, holding firm. And Tel Aviv, where is?
Shopaholics.
Right, I know something will come out.
Well, this is a picture. I don't know how they will see it. I'll have to see if I don't know if it could post.
Post it in the comment section. Yeah? Shoeholics.
Shopaholics.
Yeah. So
Maybe
again, people.
bagaholics, alcoholics,
Holics.
and drug addicts.
That is important. That is something, and drugs could be anything. Right. So a financial liability right now in 2021 is somebody who you need not to have around you. Now that is the nice version, and that is the blunt object. That is the blunt instrument. You know, you're in COVID. You have bills to pay. You have groceries to buy. You churn and them to eat. And to have somebody that is not accommodative. Now, when we say a financial asset, it must go both ways.
Yeah.
I like the term, my money is my money and your money is my money. The moment you tell me that, you know, I tell Chica, I call a lawyer, my ears get deaf. I get deaf and blind, and then you just get wiped out my memory. Because in this world, you can't expect to only receive. It must go both ways. If you have a spouse or a couple and you're going through the life, you will have to come together with your finances. That is just my opinion. It don't bound to be the God-sent truth. But I see in this timing, especially the way things tight now and people, you know, whatever relationship you're in, whether it's for the shoe. So because as Chica say, nobody ain't saying you can't tighten your belt and you can't breathe now.
No,
But what I'm saying is that when we are accommodative, baby, I ask you, budget. If you all in come together with the money to budget, you can't shop. So fellas, if you have a shopaholic in your presence, budget, come together to make the budget so that she won't just spend everything and then no bills in pay, nothing ain't go on to save, nothing ain't go on the table, nothing for a little business to make $1. No, so again, coming together and really trying to make ends meet, right? So the shopping, I don't have a problem with the shopping.
Right.
But budget for the shop.
Yeah.
And if you know you're buying the red bottoms, ladies, buy something else now. You know, it looking the same, but we ain't know the difference on your foot now. I mean,
yeah.
I ain't coming on, I need to know if it's red bottoms or if it's, ladies, we overdoing it. Gucci all fake. Unless we will post the link to the Gucci store, no I'm not, right? If you go online or you go through Amazon to buy from Gucci and you see the price of a Gucci shades or a Gucci bag, you will not buy Gucci. And we bring in a lot of things. You will not believe, right? What the seller is she there, right? It done fake already, so you don't need to pay nothing close to the price. If a bag is $800 because it's a Gucci bag and you go on the Gucci store and see the price and know that don't give that merchant on high street $800. Go somewhere else and pay a little cheaper than that.
Good night, Shivani.
Look, Shivani!
So we're going to the message board, right? So
Shivani, are you a shopaholic?
So yeah, shopaholics, showaholics, Ajay said impulsive shoppers. And Jazan is saying that she is a shopaholic.
Look how we going.
Right? And Silla said, my ex-fiance used to gamble a lot. I got tired of it, and the day after our 4-year anniversary, I moved back to Tobago without him knowing and left his ass.
Do I know that ex-fiance?
And then she says, spending my savings to gamble without me knowing. Man, I'm mad, yes?
So let's tell me if I know that ex-fiance, I'm my partner.
I just said she may have a sugar daddy to fund the habit.
Again, so let me put it like this.
And Nikki's saying, I always have to budget myself. It's easy to overspend.
Yeah, budgeting is important now of the time we're in. But we're not saying that the belt must be tightened in such a way that, hey, we enjoy ourselves, we're going on a little steaky. I mean, things can happen. But come together and do it. Because if you come together, the money is more. If we say we're shopping for, take it like this. We're shopping for you this month, they're shopping for the man next month. So you might get a shoe, not the red bottoms, because that person, they're fake. And I'm paying for that. Better you order the thing. If I'm paying for it, you order it from the damn store in wherever it is in New York or wherever, Fifth Avenue, right? And then when you see the US conversion to TT and then we have to bring it through customs, you're not paying for it, right? So, I mean, it's a bit of understanding. So the shopaholic ladies, the guys are glad that whoever guys with the shopaholic girls are happy for you all. And maybe you need to think about how you're moving forward in 2021. And if she doesn't have the understanding being an adult, if you're dealing a little girl, fellas, if you're dealing a little girl, eat the bread the devil need, right? Now if it's a woman, if you are with or around a woman and she understands the life, she would know that, hey, let us come together and do something a little more positive. If we shopping this month for me, next month is your month. So that the guy would feel a little more
appreciated.
Because we don't get no appreciation. Moving forward.
We have Shivani. She said, before I buy something, I ask myself if I want this or I need it. Separate your wants and needs. It helps.
Thanks, Shivani, because these girls are them. They're different in this war, you know. Right? So it is, are you a financial asset or a liability? What is a financial asset, Chica, you would say, as a woman?
Okay, well, I would say as a woman, it is important for you to have a job. right? I don't believe in just staying home scratching for whatever
Why
business.
do we Trinidadians attach staying home and scratching in the same sentence?
Because people just stay home and scratch. But
People
then
scratch anywhere. They scratch in the
No.
car. They
Well,
scratch in the bed behind the desk.
stay home,
No,
well,
they
you
just
know
scratch
what
just
they
now.
say. Yes, it's scratch. Yes, but you know what we mean, right?
Wow.
It have persons who they don't show any interest in trying to help bring in an income. And we know the way that society is, both parties need to work. So because they have children to see about, you want to make sure they have clothes, they have things to eat, be able to pay bills, and like I said, everybody they try to live comfortable, and they need the money to help you live that comfortable life.
So in the comment section, are you a financial asset or liability? Ladies, put it in the comment section. Now I want to be devil's advocate in a good way. I want to be devil's advocate in a good way. Just for this once, in this millennia, and nothing else after this. We do have mothers who are stay-at-home mothers.
We do.
Right? We do have mothers who handling the home. Now I ain't talking about ordering KFC for breakfast, lunch, and I'm talking about a woman who is taking care of the home. We know what taking care of the home entails. Right? That would be something that would be a financial asset.
Definitely.
So I know Chika come heavy.
Yeah, I come heavy first. I was the blunt first.
Chika come heavy.
Yeah, we switch roles a little bit.
Yeah, she come heavy, but
Yes.
no, fellas, I ain't encouraging you to put no girl in house and I should, you know what I mean? Because everybody should be able to be having their own independence.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not saying independent meaning you don't care your business. This kind of connotation where Beyonce
Yes.
chain all you up with. Forget Beyonce. Beyonce home with her husband. Right? And if Jay-Z say X, is X. Regardless she make more money than him this year or not. Trust what I'm telling you. If he say boo, is boo. Right? And that making plenty money. And she could afford to say go your way. And she still did. Moving forward. So the woman who is home handling the home is an asset because she would be able to budget better. She'd be able to say, all right, we cook this today. She could plan the food for the month. She could say, all right, we paying this, we paying that. That is an asset in itself. Because it have ladies who in relationships with men and the money don't really go nowhere else but in the bank account.
Yeah. And the thing about
They don't
it
really
also,
do anything
the
but-
woman also becomes a, because it have women, what my mother used to say, don't call them a housewife, call them homemakers. So as Lion just said, you know what taking care of the home entails, right? So what some women will do when they're home as Lions, they prepare the meals, they budget, they know how to spend what going where. So because it have some men, they just say, hey, look, and you organize whatever. Lion is not saying to do that either, guys.
I am
But
not
he's not saying to do that.
ever
but
telling you to take your money and hand our money
right, but it have
in 2021.
no, it have
Do
some
not
men.
be a fool and do that. Yeah, but I'm telling you.
Let's do it. Right, but the main point is sometimes they too, instead of having now to pay a babysitter, pay a lessons teacher, sometimes a woman being at home
A
sometimes.
proper homemaker, let me be honest with you all.
Course.
A proper homemaker that save a man money.
Yeah.
Not staying home spending the man
No.
money.
Saving,
Right?
investing, organize. Why is it gonna mean?
A proper homemaker saves the man's money.
Yes.
I don't know if it have them here present, and I don't know if it present right now in this age of females. But in my mother's time and my grandmother's time, the woman held a responsibility of being that financial pillar, even though some of them were home.
Yeah.
Right? And that is from the older school of people. The new school, you hear how much of them is shopaholic? You get a woman all your salary, you ain't hey baby, look. No, it ain't working.
Somebody homemakers and shopaholics. Right, so we have, I just saying, selling drugs is a source of income. Is a drug dealer an asset or a liability?
What's in that?
Ajay. We'll come back to that, right? We read it on Reading out the comments. Then Celeste said, I am a financial asset, but given my relationship status. Well, you all know what I mean.
Yes, we know it's a less relationship status.
And Shivani is saying, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I take care of everything and make sure my family is comfortable. And yes, I think men who are breadwinners, what am I saying? Breadwinners need I apologize. Need to be appreciated. Ayatora is saying she's a financial asset.
We know that, Ayatora.
I do not know what Adri is talking about. Investing in a susu. Ayatora is saying, look me here, I save all his money, don't spend none. And Shivani is also saying, I'm a financial asset. I'll tell you how to spend our money responsibly. Lol, well, sometimes. Adri question with this
money. Shivani, you're good. Oh, God. She want me to respond to what exactly?
Right, so he's asking if a drug dealer is an asset or a liability.
Well, in what form, you know?
Yeah.
In what form? In what form?
Being with our that.
That's a whole different life.
Yeah, a whole different life. A whole that illegal, you know, they know drugs, they're not supposed to really be doing that. But we can understand, I don't think we need to go into any detail of how.
But personally,
it is a liability.
Personally, coming from where we come from, and I know of guys, you know, who that is all they could do in this time. To put a bread. You see, when it comes to feeding your family,
assets.
Yeah.
Feeding your family.
You see, when it comes to feeding your family, when you had our first one, I used to say a lot of things. You see, when you had our first one, that first little one, you could see yourself doing some crazy things to protect that small one and to provide for that small one. It's easy to sit on top of ivy, I call it an ivory throne, and say, boy, I will never commit murder. Me, my God, is encouraging that. I believe in it. Here I telling you. I telling you so that recording my life. If I walk in my house and a man is holding down my little one, he dead. And I say it with no apology, no remorse, no. And I will sleep very well wherever they put me. I run in. I telling the officer them he was holding down my child or my mother. RJ tell me, you walk in your house. Anybody on this life. And you see a man raping your grandmother, hold she down, beating she. You walk in your home. I sure each and every one of us could say, without blinking and batting an eyelash, I am going to be happily sending him to his maker. And I will stay right there till the police come. And I will sleep very comfortable in the 10 by 10 cell. Being very much happy doing what I have done. So sometimes we would say things like, as we say, a drug dealer, asset, a liability. But it have circumstances that happen in this life.
Yeah.
Look how there was looting in the States. I sure people might have said, but I never going to do that in my life. Imagine the breaking glass to go and get toilet paper. Imagine. We ain't really see nothing in China.
We ain't see anything.
Yeah.
See anything.
So yeah, financial asset or liability, I mean, it would be based upon the situation and you as a person. If you have a spouse and everybody working together, there obviously is an asset. If they only concerned about, you understand, the self and the fetish and the shoes and the... If you had a lawyer, if you're married, get a lawyer. If not, press.
Yeah. So we have Shivani saying sometimes people are put in difficult positions at times just to feed their family.
Yes.
And Ajay is saying yes. That's why I asked and asked it open-endedly.
Yes,
Ajay
because...
said, look your sister right here. Chanel.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, in reality, in the grand scheme of things, if it come down to it, people, all who have children, if it really come down to it, who have sons, who have daughters, if it come down to no job, no way, like who was around in 1990 when it had the coup and they couldn't even go to, you feel we had this days are lockdown? You feel this is our lockdown? Would you tell me food run out, grocery run out, all your massy right out the road, or JTA or whoever grocery? No job, no money, the children hungry. In the comment section below, tell me what you all will do.
Yes, and we have sellers asking why you all acting like it's a bad thing to do drugs. You know much money that brings in.
So let's need to take it time. Right? The money is not the issue, it's the consequences.
The consequences. Definitely.
And again, I have come from places where, I mean, it's easy to romanticize that type of life, and we do that a lot in Trinidad. We romanticize about, the fast life, the fast money, the selling the drugs. But for guys like myself who was around the bad side of things, to see reprisals and people eyes closed because of dealing in such things, it has no romanticism. I will work hard for what I want.
Yeah.
Right? Even if my dollar is $1, not $1 million, I would cherish my $1 that I made as opposed to getting it that way, because I have seen where that ends up. And if you watch all them boys who are all them big long chain, about 5 of them done in boxes already.
Yeah. So we have Audrey saying, my friend's mom got murdered in Buku a few years ago. The man waited until he left to murder her. Villagers held him from running to save his mother. He said right now he will kill for his sister. And Silas is saying 1 pill is 600. Just be careful.
And the reality is that is what it is.
And I just saying girls like drugs, men. It's real money for them.
And again, young ladies romanticize about the type of figure that they're attracted to the strength and the danger and the adrenaline. But the last fella will fall, the girlfriend and fall too, and the mother and the sister. So think about it,
Yeah.
Think about it, because when them boys come for you,
It's everybody.
it's everybody. So where are they? And it's not really them boys, but I ain't gonna say it on it. But the couple people who was known in Trinidad for that type of style of living in boxes at this present junction, rotting away with the chains. Yeah? So people, what you all want to talk about for the next real talk? Since all you're here, big up Charlene Mohammed on the live, quiet and listening, but respect, due aspect. Yes? Tell us what you all want to discuss. Chica, with a nice topic to discuss. Long time we intro this.
Yeah, so what you want to discuss?
You all decide. Send it in a voice note, send it on the comment section, we're waiting.
Yes, I just ain't playing devil's advocate. He just asking.
Yeah. Because what would you do if it had no money?
Yeah.
People have the job, so they're saying, live clean.
So let's say she have an announcement, so let's send a voice note for that. I'm putting the number for you to make your announcement. So let's want a voice note for this.
So let's see really good. Press that voice note button. Men health, who say men health there?
Jason Webb.
Hey, big up yourself, Jason.
Oh, the announcement is bread in the oven.
Aye.
We have to reach the
I will speak to you after this live, Celeste. We will talk at some point.
So, for those who really understand, bread in the oven.
Bread in the oven, Celeste, congratulations.
Yes, congrats.
Big up Jason Webb. Jason Webb might be one of the only persons on this live who know me more than 10 years. Celeste is the second person.
Royal Rennie's on the live.
Big up Rennie's, big up yourself, my sister. Love and tenderness. Celeste and Jason Webb is Rennie's known me since I born, so she trump everybody else. I love my Jason boy, my sister trump it. After that is Celeste. Yeah.
So we have Audrey saying, what if your husband...
So we want suggestions for the next Real Talk Live Friday night. We have 1 men's health, 2 bread in the oven, and 3
bread and
I just say that.
Sorry. And Ajay saying, you know, that's a big jump in the area of finance. What if your husband wants or is a politician?
Right?
Yeah. Men's health.
Men's health. We'll think about it. Anybody else?
Yeah, anybody else?
Place in the comment section what should be the topic for the next Real Talk Live.
Yes.
Shika, what do you think?
Well, you know, I came up with the topic this week.
Yeah, but I mean, hearing what people was talking about during the live as well. We had a lot of people discussing different avenues in which it could have gone.
Yeah. And you know what was something, even coming from lives from last year, is people using the word friend loosely and not understanding what, you know, even loyalty is then, and where you know, is, I guess, the line, what is loyalty, when do you, what is really friendship? I don't know.
So you could, Miss Greenwich, you're late.
Very, very late.
Miss Greenwich, you're late, so you'll have to look it over, man. So as you're here, as use the last person on the live, or the latest person on the live, Miss Greenwich, what should we discuss for the next Real Talk Live? We have England in the house, we have Tobago in the house, we have Trinidad in the house, and we're just bigging up everybody, man. Thank you for being around.
Yes.
So we have Burn Team England, Trinidad, Burn Team Tobago. So we're here, right? So we will think about it.
Yes.
We will reconvene.
Yes. Send it in
And
the
feel
WhatsApp,
free to send it in the inbox or just hit the WhatsApp button and send your view. So on the Facebook page, we have a WhatsApp button on Facebook where you could just click that button and send anything you want except photos.
Yes. Charlene says situationship.
Who?
Charlene Mohammed,
Hey, again.
situationship. That's the topic.
Situationship.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Well done. So you see, woman of less words and volumes when she speaks. Big up Charlotte Mohammed. And Charlene has known me a while too. Miss Greenwich has known me a while too. We have people who have known me a while
Yes.
on the live. Where we have again. So I like that. Situationship. It sounds good in the titles.
Yes, and other topic too. Audrey wants to know the topic is why woman does want married man. Tech, that is where it will be.
And if you will an extra today, you know, this weekend, because after that gym session in the morning, it's pain and sorrow. We have 2 sessions. Who was asking about the sessions? If it's in Gasparillo.
I can't remember who it was right now,
Alright, so raw fitness in the morning. We have Ola who? Ola Mefe, which name is that?
Olofemi.
Olofemi is with us tomorrow morning in Raw Fitness. And so we'll be there Saturday morning at 7, which is tomorrow morning, and Sunday. So we have some personal training going on. Feel free to, for any information on that, you can feel free to inbox the Burn Team page or the WhatsApp button. So that is where we'll be at tomorrow morning. So I don't know about the extra, if we would have a Real Talk extra, because these days the thing intense.
Very intense.
Rough.
Right, so Celeste is saying she can answer Ajay's question right here. And Jebel is saying not all women really like married men. Ayatoro, we are walking in the gym. Ayatoro want to know when
Ayatoro, we are present at Raw Fitness at 7 in the morning.
Yes.
Jump in the van and find your skin present. Right? Olofemi is there on a morning as well. She might have company in the pain and sorrow. Shamika is there. And we have
Natalia.
We have Natalia.
The youngest one.
Natalia is the youngest. So it's a females training session, and the 2 guys, as always, right now Junior is supposed to come out Sunday.
Yes.
So Saturday, myself, Teron, Olofemi, Chika, Ayatoro, and Natalia. So feel free if you need any information based on those training sessions. So, is your boy, who is not to be confused, who is not your boy.
And I get trick or treat.
We go on.